Celebrate free glasses. Just present the coupon. When you buy one pair of glasses, you'll get a second pair free. Now at Pearl and at Pearl Vision Express, where you get glasses in 1 hour.
Brian, while a lot of people flocked outdoors to enjoy the nice weather, some people stayed indoors to escape the heat, and I was indoors at Hampton's Coliseum Mall helping the Tidewater Association for Early Childhood Education celebrate Week of the Young Child, and I was reading some stories for the little kiddies out there. Some of your favorites, Brian, you know, like Green Eggs and Ham and the Gingerbread Man and the Ugly Duckling. So are we going to want to spend more time indoors tomorrow or outdoors?
It'd be a good time to read to your kids if you've got them, or find some kids to read to if you don't. As a matter of fact, the tanning index should be 0. I'll show you the rain that's right on our doorstep right now, getting ready to move through the area, and we thought there would be some rain for Sunday, and it's coming. Our temperatures right now are 73 degrees outside, and the winds from the south, and that's where the wetness is coming from, at 14 miles an hour. The barometer is 29.96, and it's on the rise, but there's rain to the west of us, and I'll show you just a minute. The Baywater temperature is now 61. That's not so bad for getting out there and doing something in the water. Then the next high tide at Sewell's Point, 12:59, the low tide at 6:32. Well, you can see that I've been watching this all evening. We were specifically kind of interested in the development, and there were some severe thunderstorm watches in the western end of North Carolina. We were picking up some of it right here in between 95 and 85 earlier on, but this whole business is moving to the north, and the latest radar image, you can see that this shift is slowly taking place tonight, but we're not far away from the wet stuff here in Hampton Roads. As a matter of fact, let me show you the satellite photograph. This is the satellite photo from Friday, and the cloud buildup is just to the west of us. Let's go to the most recent one, and you can see that the lines right here were billowing through at 6 o'clock. And as a matter of fact, the 11 o'clock satellite photo shows those first cloud bands moving off into the ocean, but the most important one, the one where the colder air is, the cold front, right through Roanoke, right around here. And you can see the buildup, the rising of the cloud deck in the atmosphere, and the sinking just ahead of it indicates that this is where the real action is, and the rain is centered right around this area of conflict and contrast. Here's another perspective of it. There's the first cloud bands, but you can see them get whiter and billow up as they move through to the east. So we had the sunshine. Sunday, we're going to have these clouds over top of us, but it's moving pretty quickly. I think that by late day Sunday, as a matter of fact, we could see some of the clearing to the west eventually move into our area. The jet stream is the storm pusher, if you will, and it's taking this rain and propelling it through our area while you sleep tonight and through the early hours of Sunday. If you're heading out to church, take an umbrella. Late in the day, we could see some clearing, but tomorrow, showers, even some thunderstorms, and really strong winds associated with this frontal passage. Right now, the cold front is around the Roanoke area, and the prefrontal thunderstorm activity is extending pretty close to us at this hour, and this cold front is going to be moving through the area tomorrow, and a low-pressure center developing right around North Carolina. And Sunday at 6 o'clock, it should look just like this, with the showers breaking up around the area off and on from time to time. Definitely a very gray day. And on Monday, well, things clear out as the low moves off into the ocean and the rain leaves as well. Well, if you're wondering what it's going to be like in the water, join me here on Saturdays. I'll give you a look at the Sunday marine forecast. I think it's going to be gray but gusty, and if you like doing something in the water with the windsurfer, tomorrow could be your day. It'll be wet at times. Watch out for a thunderstorm, but I'll tell you, the mighty powerful winds. We're talking about the possibility of gusts and thunderstorms, and winds that will be around 10 to 15 knots as far as the lower portion of the Chesapeake Bay, and also the northern portion as well that are in our forecast areas. And on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, to about 15 to 20 knots, and here's how that translates into the wave heights. In the ocean, 4 to 6 feet, 4 to 6 feet in the Outer Banks, too. So if you're looking for some waves, you might catch them tomorrow in amongst the thunderstorms and the raindrops. And in the bay, 2 to 3 feet. The forecast now looks like this: 64 for the low, 73 for the high. You'll be dancing among the raindrops tomorrow throughout our broadcast area. On the peninsula, 63 and 73. Southside Hampton Roads, 67 and 77. In northeastern North Carolina, 68 and 80. And the 5-day, we break out into the clear skies on Monday, up into the 80s by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's the weather.
Okay. Well, like you said earlier, the people that got sunburned today, they'll need a break.
They get it.
Thanks, Brian. Straight ahead in sports, can the Birds break the losing streak? And it got ugly today at the Boston Garden. Jim is up next with the NBA highlights.
And at the other end...
When you consider that a V6 powered Dodge Daytona ES crushes a Nissan 240SX 0 to 60, comes with a hot new sports interior and a driver's side airbag, all for $1,400 less, it should be obvious why Dodge comes out on top.
See your Hampton Roads Dodge dealers. You're close to one of us.
Making a splash with something new. The finger food's just right for you. Long John Silver's making a splash.
We have a new way to enjoy a great snack or quick lunch. They're finger foods. Our famous fish, shrimp, or chicken. So try our convenient finger food packs.
Long John Silver's making a splash.
Right now, our baked fish and seafood are really making a splash.
If you're on the basketball court and you're aggressively pursuing the basketball and you're always looking for it and you're yelling, pass me the ball, pass me the ball. You know, guys look at you and say, hey, calm down. And they'll pass the ball to somebody else if you keep yelling at them. Whereas if you just run and you just free yourself and you let it find you, it's so much easier.
Fortune magazine called it one of the best cars in the world. Road and Track said it was a remarkable engineering achievement. And Car and Driver said of the Lexus LS400 in its first time at bat in the major leagues, Lexus has slammed one out of the park. Guess where the ball landed? At Lexus Virginia Beach.
No movie is being shot, but the place to be for star watching this weekend is Norfolk State University, where the Tim Reed Celebrity Tennis Tournament is in full swing. After losing a doubles match with WTKR General Manager Chris Pike, the former star of Snoops retired to the sideline to take in the action. Billy Davis Jr., without Marilyn McCoo, is still doing a good job of executing a textbook drop shot. And on hand for the NSU benefit is Wheel of Fortune host Bob Goen, Roger Mosley of Magnum PI, and former Miss America Suzette Charles, just to name a few. The tournament continues through tomorrow afternoon. And aside from tennis, I guess, we have, of course, the NBA playoff action.
Yes, indeed. You know, I heard Suzette was asking about Kurt out there today.
I heard the same thing, Jim.
Yeah, something, yeah, something about not being able to live without you, Kurt. So you might want to check up on that tomorrow, big guy, and wear those Italian shoes that you've been shining up
No
for
socks.
the occasion. Yeah. All right, let's talk about basketball.
Okay, let's do that,
Before
Jim.
we digress, Jan, that was the subject. We're going to talk about what may be the next powerhouse in the NBA. The San Antonio Spurs basketball franchise, not exactly steep in tradition, but if this season was any indication, round ball could be replacing the Alamo as the #1 attraction in the heart of Texas. Here's the reason why. David Robinson receiving the Rookie of the Year award before Admiral